I'm not telling you to chase women and neglect yourself. I'm saying you should at the very least try and put in effort towards finding a romantic partner so you can learn and grow from the experiences and realizations you'll have with that person. But simultaneously, find fulfillment within yourself and your own life and what you can control so that if something long-term never ends up happening, you can look back at the end of your life and say, at least I tried and was unregretful through it all. I'll leave you with this quote by the psychologist Carl Jung. Never do human beings speculate more or have more opinions than about things which they do not understand. On every video I've made related to dating relationships, the comment rate has been abnormally high. Because the truth is, no one has relationships in the current dating world fully figured out. The only way you can truly get closer to knowing and understanding isn't by watching another dating video and leaving yourself more confused and paralyzed than you were, but to go and try it out yourself. Thank you very much to all the patrons on this channel on Patreon. If you don't know what this is, it's a platform separate from YouTube where I'm putting out exclusive content. You can talk to me one-on-one on the phone on there. If you want to check that out, link in the description. If you are interested in improving your social skills so you can improve the chances of you finding a partner, then check out this whole playlist where I go over building relationships with others. Tons of valuable information in there. Now I'm heading out. I'm out of breath. I love you guys. Peace. I don't know what I'm doing. Don't touch. When I was 10 years old, I had my first real crush. It was fourth grade, and summer was approaching. There were rumors spreading around about a girl in my class named Maddie who apparently liked me, or rather, more than liked me. As a young kid who hadn't yet been conditioned by the internet, societal norms, or proper manners, I decided to confront her about it. Is it true that you like someone? I said. She replied simply, yes. After asking her, who, 1,000 times in the hallway in between classes, she told me I was starting to sound like an owl, and she stormed away. But eventually, she did open up about her feelings towards me, and I told her that I had a crush on her, too. But then summer hits, and I no longer had any way to see her other than romanticizing her yearbook picture in my room. I didn't have a phone, and at most, I'd be lucky to see her online in AOL Instant Messenger. Now, how many of y'all remember that? As the first few weeks of summer went on, I couldn't bear being away from her for any longer. So I decided to look up her house phone number in our school's directory and give her a call. After around 9 rings, it went to voicemail, and I left one explaining that it was her classmate, Cole, trying to talk to her. I then proceeded to call her another 5 times because I had no conception in my head of what a creepy guy would be like, and I was being that creepy guy. Finally, she called me back after a few days, and she said to me, "My mom says you need to stop calling me. It's getting weird." She hung up, and we barely spoke to each other again. As I was reflecting back on this story when I thought about the idea for this video, I wondered how radically different this interaction was from what most 10-year-olds do now. And not just 10-year-olds, but people of all ages. It's clear a lot has changed in terms of dating and how we interact and form relationships in the past 15 years. With kids in single-digit ages having access to any information they could possibly desire at their fingertips, dating apps on the rise, and individuality becoming more realistic, the landscape of intimacy has morphed into something scary. The number of sexless men between 18 to 30 years old tripled from 2008 to 2018. And I can only imagine that it got much, much worse when the pandemic hit. With this has come the rise of the involuntary celibate movement, or incel for short. A group of men who are convinced that they cannot and will not be able to form a relationship with women ever due to all the problems brought upon by the modern dating market. How much of these mental assumptions are based on facts, and how much of it is men projecting their trauma as a way to cope with the fact that they're fat, lazy, and socially awkward? Today, I want to explore that question, the ways in which dating and marriage have changed, and what young men struggling with loneliness can do to improve their current situation so they don't end up an incel. Because that is a very, very dangerous and lonely path that you do not want to tread on. More choices, more opportunity. First off, we need to deal with the elephant in the room: online dating. As I was doing research for this video, diving into the depths of internet forums, YouTube videos, and studies, I found a common theme throughout almost all of them. Most of the data collected had to do with dating apps like Tinder. Sadly, this is where a lot of researchers and incels seem to be basing their ideas off of. Before I was doing research, I thought that, yeah, this seems like a pretty good idea to see where dating is in the modern world. like most of my friends in real life have at